guys, it's Tina and I am back and it is time for favorites. Hey, we're not doing that because we're not one of those people. That's not me. But anyway, we're here with favorites. This is kind of my end of year favorites. It's kind of my 2018 favorites, but at the same time, it's not quite as extensive as it's been in the last few years. Like, I've done end of year favorites where I've gone through like tons and tons of product. This year, I don't have that many favorites. I was really struggling to come up with like a full list, and I'm like, hold up, what happened? This year, my view on makeup kind of changed. I even took a hiatus earlier in the year. Like, I took a 3-month break. I wasn't buying makeup. I wasn't using makeup. And honestly, I didn't really wear a ton of makeup during the year. And I'm okay with that. So I hope you guys are okay with kind of a minuscule type of favorites, because it's not going to be massive at all. And I'll probably do favorites next year, every couple of months, and share products that I've discovered during the course of, you know, enjoying my makeup stash, because that is my intention for 2019, is to really just enjoy my makeup. I bought a lot of makeup, but I haven't been really indulging and testing them out and really putting them to work to really figure out what is deserving of being on my favorites. Anyway, how you guys doing? You good? You good? I hope everybody's doing well. I hope the holidays were good for you guys with your family and your friends. And if the holidays are a tough time for you, come, let's do a little group hug, because I know it is tough for some people out there. But hopefully this video can cheer you up a little bit. Let's hang out and talk about makeup products. Now, some of the items that I'm going to speak about are actually skincare products, which don't quite fall under the makeup umbrella, but they're still beauty related. And I had skin issues this year, earlier in the summer. Oh, child, I don't even want to discuss, but I went through it and I discovered a lot of products that I completely love, and I wanted to share them with you. So the very first thing I wanted to mention is one that has just changed my entire skincare routine. It's just changed everything about how I remove my makeup. It is the Uemura Skin Purifier Pure Finesse 2 Sakura Refreshing Cleansing Oil. That's a lot. That was a lot to say. It's a huge bottle. It's extremely expensive, but this will last you a really long time. So even though it's like $70 for the bottle, I know that's a lot to swallow. $70 is a lot, but this will change your skin. So when I did my haul video and I spoke about my skin breaking out and all the issues that I was having, I asked you guys for recommendations on channels or blogs that I could check into to find out how to use products together, so I wasn't like creating a havoc on my skin or throwing off the pH and all that stuff. You know, listen, skincare can get crazy. So a lot of you guys recommended Renee from Gothamista, and I was like, okay, we go check her out. She did a video covering how to build your skincare routine, and one of the things she stressed was double cleansing. And I've been like really resistant to that double cleansing thing. I'm like, oh, shut up, my face wash can take off all the stuff. Like, why do I need to double cleanse? But then I got to thinking, I'm like, I have all this long wear makeup on my skin. I have sunscreen. I have like long wear foundation that's matte, and it's like really sitting on my skin. It's been on for 9, 10, 11 hours. Maybe I should get that off before I do a cleanser, because the cleanser isn't meant, even though my cleansers do say it helps to remove makeup, it's not meant to remove the amount of makeup that I have on my skin. It can remove like residue, but it's not going to remove full-on makeup. So the double cleansing thing, I was like, all right, I'm going to try it out. And I said, you know what? I'm going to bite the bullet and try this out, even though it's expensive. And girl, let me tell you, you just need a little bit of that. Like, I do maybe 1 to 2 pumps depending on how much makeup I'm wearing. So for this, I would probably use 2 pumps. It doesn't sting your eyes. You can literally open your eyes. You can rub this all over your eyelids, on your eyeshadow, eyelashes, everything. And it doesn't burn at all. Like, it's really gentle. It will emulsify once you apply water to it. And it removes all your makeup, long wear lipstick, liquid lipstick. It's just really good. And then go in with your cleanser. And that's what I've been doing, and my skin has not been happier. The clogged pore situation that I was experiencing, completely gone, and other products attribute to that too, but I believe the double cleanse method has really helped my skin, and I'm so happy that you guys recommended her channel to me because it really saved my skin and it's been working really well, and I do recommend this. Again, I've been using this for since August, so almost 4 months, and that's all I've gone through, so it definitely goes a long way. Another thing that I really enjoyed, again, a recommendation. I got this recommendation from Stephanie Nicole, and I was like, I'm gonna try it out. I've been hearing great things about this. This is the Tarte Knockout Tingling Treatment. It's meant to exfoliate, balance, and minimize the appearance of pores. The first couple of times I used this, it burned the hell out of my skin. Not like excess, okay, yes, it was. It was burning. I hated it. I wanted to run away. I wanted to wash it off my skin, but you guys said, try it a couple of times, let your skin get used to it. And I know with like intense treatments like this that has salicylic and lactic acid, because that's what it has, within the first week, my skin like got used to it. It wasn't tingling as much anymore. It does still tingle, but it wasn't burning anymore. And the tingle kind of even subsided. I didn't feel it as much. And this has been really helping my pores. I've heard such great things from everyone that has used it that I'm like, I'm comfortable recommending that because I really enjoyed it. It's gonna burn. It more than likely will, but just keep at it and use it like every other day until your skin gets used to it. Another thing that I've been enjoying is a treatment essence. These two, oh my god. So this one is the Black Tea Kombucha Facial Treatment Essence. It's anti-pollution age delay. And this one is the Rose Deep Hydration Facial Toner. It softens my skin, it hydrates. I've just been loving essences. Now, I love these two from Fresh, and like I said, I kind of prefer it over the other ones that I've been using. Not that the other ones weren't good, it's just that I feel like these are better. They absorb really quickly into the skin, but then it still leaves behind, I don't know, this softening effect to my skin. It feels really soft, and I don't have to go layer on moisturizer afterwards. I feel like my skin is nice and hydrated, and it feels nice and refreshed. So sometimes I'll even skip moisturizer. But in the winter months, I've been using more moisturizer. But in the summer months, I could use those. And a little goes a long way. So I haven't been running through those. So I really love those as well. But I'm still going to mention the moisturizer I have fallen in love with. This is from OLEHENRIKSEN. It's the Sea Rush Brightening Gel Cream. Now this says it has 3 sources of vitamin C and Rose of Winter extract. I don't know what that's going to do. But hello, I am available. This vitamin C that they use in here is stable enough to stand up to exposure, so it's not going to deteriorate like over time. And I don't know, I just know that this works for me. It smells like this orange candy ice cream sorbet-y kind of thing. It's just, it smells so good. It's so refreshing, and just a little goes a long way. It's a gel cream, so I use just very little of this, and it just absorbs really nicely into my skin. It makes my skin feel plump and refreshed. It doesn't leave behind like a sticky layer. It doesn't feel like overly dewy, and I can still apply my makeup on top of it without it moving and slipping all over the place, which I really appreciate since I have oily skin. It's more oily combination because under my eyes are like normal or a little bit dry. Speaking of, I've been using this guy. Strange enough, this is what motivated me to try this out. So I got this as a 100-point sample from Sephora. I'm still using it, like I haven't gone through it. I really love this. I apply it under my eyes. It helps to hydrate under my eyes, and it brightens. It leaves this glowy look behind. It looks almost greasy, and I'm like, oh my god, but under my eyes are so, it's borderline dry, so I appreciate like a moisturizing moisturizer, really hydrating moisturizer. So I've been really loving this as well. Skincare, still a little skincare here. This is the Rice Brightening Facial Cleansing Tissue. Now, these wipes are so good at removing makeup, and they're gentle, so much so that I've actually used these to remove makeup, which is unheard of because I don't use makeup wipes. Like, that's whatever. I've been using these to remove my makeup sometimes prior to using the cleansing oil. Because I just like, all right, let me get this lip off. Because sometimes I'll wear like a dark lip like this. I don't necessarily want to rub this all over my face. Or a red lip. I don't want to like have that all over my face. So I will go in with this and remove the majority of my makeup just really quickly. It's really gentle. It doesn't like feel crazy on my skin. It doesn't burn or anything. It just feels so good. And they keep moist throughout the full pack. So I don't have to, I store them upside down anyway. but they just stay moist. They don't dry out or anything, and I love these. Like, I literally have 7 of these in my backup drawer because I can't get over how good these are, and they're really inexpensive. They remove stubborn makeup as well, so when I do swatches of like long wear makeup, these remove the swatches as well. So it's just a win-win for me. I can use these on my face as well as to remove my swatches, which is what I usually use these for. So love these. Now let's jump into the makeup stuff. I don't have a ton like I mentioned, so I'll start out with my primer. This is a recommendation from Mel Thompson here on YouTube. She went by Puffin's Wife, but she mentioned the Tarte Timeless Smooth-In Primer. A little goes a long way. I've had this for a while, and I use it almost every day. Not every day, because I don't need to be poreless all the time, you know. When I'm using a primer, the majority of the time I'm using this as a pore filler. Oh my god, I love this stuff so much. So definitely a great primer. It's great for pores. It's not necessarily oil controlling, but if you have enlarged pores, I think it's a great primer to use. Now I'm gonna mention 3 foundations that I love throughout the entire year. So this is for the full year, not just like now. And one of them is gonna be Proof is in the Pudding because it is almost done. I don't run through makeup, but I run through this foundation because I use it daily. In the summertime, this is like a godsend. I love this foundation. It's the EX1 Invisiwear Liquid Foundation. I use the shade, this is 14. I think they changed it to 400 now, so they renumbered the shades. I love it, and I think they've expanded. They've added a couple of shades, but they're not like a well-known brand. They're not like out here at Ulta and Sephora. You do have to buy this online. It's not really expensive either, so it's not gonna break the bank for you to try this out. I love this so much. They used to have parabens in the formulation, so they reformulated, took the parabens out. That's when they also changed the shade numbers, but still the same great formula, just with a different preservative. And I love this. It keeps my skin really, not matte, but like a satin matte, and it's such a great skin match. It's, oh, love it. And then 2 more foundations that I kind of, further down in the year, this is when I fell in love with these. So the DIOR Backstage Face and Body Foundation, I fell in love. I wear the shade 4.5W, especially in the summer. Oh my god. So I've always wanted to try like a face and body foundation that works for me. The MAC one was too greasy for me, and the Makeup Forever one is just, it never like meshed with my skin. But this one, oh my god, it works so well. It's lightweight. It doesn't even feel like face and body at all, because face and body tends to be sheer. This is lightweight, but it still gives me coverage, and it doesn't feel heavy, and it blends out like a dream, and the shade match is really great. So I have been loving this so much. And then the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. Now, I've liked this foundation. I didn't really like love it because I couldn't find my perfect shade match, and that irritated me. And I just about gave up until somebody mentioned that I should try 360 since they're close to my complexion. This one has the neutral undertone to it, and I'm like, why didn't it occur to me to try this? Duh. So I tried this out. I still have to mix it. I mix it in with another DIOR foundation. It's the DIOR Forever Undercover Full I mess this name up every time. Forever Undercover 24-Hour Full Coverage Foundation. The shade I mix it with is 50, I think that's dark beige or something. I mix that in with the Fenty to get the proper shade match, and the formulations just mesh really well. The majority of the mix that I use is this foundation, and it's, oh my god, I love the finish. I love how matte it stays because it's long wearing, and it does stay on my skin and keeps me matte for a very long time. And it's the only foundation that I found that really stays matte for as long as it does. I just love it, and I'm glad that I discovered the perfect shade. It's not the perfect shade, but the shade that I can use the best to make a good skin tone match. Does that make sense? All right, we're gonna work with it. Now, 2 powders that I fell in love with. This one, I'm gonna say it, I love it, but La Prairie can kiss my ass because their shade range in their complexion products is trash, and I am highly upset, but I can't give this powder up. Like, I love it so much, and it's just been one of my favorite powders for the entire year, and this is a couple of years going. So this is Cellular Treatment Loose Powder. The shade is Translucent 2. This is the travel container that I still have. Now, technically, I only use this under my eyes. Like, the majority of it I use under my eyes. I don't use it to set the rest of my skin, but I could use it to set the rest of my skin too. And it leaves a silky finish behind. It's so smoothing. It looks airbrushed. Like, I look porcelain, which is why I don't use it all over my face, because I don't want to look that porcelain all the time. It looks fake. I'd rather just use it under my eyes to really smooth that out, because I have lines under there. That I can deal with smoothing out, but I don't want my skin to look too fake, too full coverage, or too doll-like. I just feel like it's more natural if you see some flaws, like some semblance of skin, like natural skin under all that. I don't need to be full beat all the time. It helps set my concealer, smooth out my skin, and it's a good shade because it doesn't give that flashback where it looks really white. So I love this, and if you're my complexion or maybe a little bit deeper, you can use this too. It's really gorgeous. And then the powder that I discovered this year that has just been phenomenal, and I just tried this on a whim because I was passing by the Lancôme counter, and I've heard Jaclyn Hill, I know Miss Morphe herself, speak about this powder just in a different shade, but she spoke about the glowy powder. I was like, let me see what the hype is about, and I fell in love with this shade. This is Absolute Almond, so it's the Lancôme Absolute Powder. They have various shades in this. Some are glowy, some are more matte. This is a matte one. It's a radiant smoothing powder, which is what it says here, and it definitely is a radiant smoothing powder. But I can also use it as a setting powder because it's so lightweight that it doesn't look heavy or cakey on the skin. Oh, I love this powder so much. It looks so beautiful on the skin. It's a little bit deep, so I have to be mindful. This shade I have to use in the summertime more likely. Otherwise, I kind of have to be mindful of how much I'm putting on because it can look a little bit too dark on my skin. It blurs your skin. It looks smooth. It looks airbrushed. Oh my god, I love that powder. So I absolutely do recommend that as well. Check it out. See if that's something that you're interested in. Let's talk about the concealer that I fell in love with this year. The KEVYN AUCOIN Etherealist Supernatural Concealer. Oh my god! They sent this to me, and I wasn't expecting anything. Like, I'm like, alright, there's some concealers. Okay, who cares? Who was I? Listen, I ask you for forgiveness, KEVYN, because this is such a beautiful concealer. The range isn't, it's deep enough where you can get a nice brightening shade if you're ultra deep. It will blend in nicely with your skin, and that's what I like about it, is that it blends in seamlessly with my skin. Now, with a full coverage concealer like the Tarte Shape Tape, sometimes you can see like harshness when you apply it under your eyes. It will kind of clash with your foundation, especially if you aren't a full coverage foundation kind of person. This, I find, just blends in nicely with light foundation and medium foundations, and it just works so well to cover up the under eyes, cover up your darkness. It doesn't look heavy, it doesn't feel heavy. It's just really creamy. It's not drying at all like the Tarte Shape Tape can be. It's just so good. I do have to set it with a powder though, because it might want to try to crease under my eyes because of the lines and stuff, but otherwise, like when I use it around my mouth to cover up like my hyperpigmentation on my little scars, it's so beautiful. And because it's not drying, it just looks so lovely on the skin. So I absolutely love this concealer. I fell in love, and I have to recommend it to you guys. Then for my brows, I've been using the Precisely My Brow Pencil. This is from Benefit, and Benefit is also trash with their complexion products. I don't want to hear it. You can do better. Now, I do know they're coming out with deeper shades of Hula, but how long did it take you to get to this point? I don't appreciate a Benefit, and you're going to get a scolding every single time, but I love your brow products, so thank you very much. I'd appreciate better things from you in 2019. But your brow pencil, I love this. This is Precisely My Brow. I said that already, right? This is shade number 4.5. I also use shade number 6. I need a neutral dark brown for my brows, and this just works perfectly. I've been using it nonstop. I still love my Urban Decay brow pencil, but I just feel like I've been gravitating towards this more this year than anything else. Again, 4.5 or 6, depending on how dark your brows are. Now, speaking of brows, I discovered this primer. Okay, let me pull out the one I've been using. This is my backup, one of several. This is the Sephora Beauty Amplifier Perfecting and Smoothing Eye Primer. I think it's discontinued. I feel bad now. Is it? I think so, because they had it on sale. You can check if it's still on sale. I've recommended this throughout like other videos. So this is so good for my brows. I know, like, why do you have a separate primer for your brows? Listen, brows are important to me, okay? And they need to be on point because brows are how I started my channel. They're how I will end my channel, and I will forever love my brows. That was too much, but I use a primer on my brows before I go in with my brow pencil or my brow products, just because it helps keep my brows in place. I get so oily right around my brows, it makes no sense. And my brow products will smudge and slip around, and I don't need that negativity in my life. So I use a primer ahead of time, and it just works so well, and it dries down without being drying, which other primers can. If you want a matte primer, it can just dry out the skin around your brows, and that's not good either. So I just love that this dries down without being drying, but it's still matte, and it allows my products to just glide onto the skin, but it doesn't skip or slide or anything, and it doesn't melt throughout the day. Loving that. Now we're gonna jump into eye products, and I did not pick an eyeshadow palette. I know, blasphemy, how dare I? But I haven't used my eyeshadow palettes enough to really say I fell in love with one or the other, and I'm not gonna lie to myself and force it, so I'm just gonna mention the eye products that I really fell in love with. This is from NYX. It's the Lid Lingerie Matte Eye Tint. I haven't heard anybody mention these. On a fluke, I decided to try this out because they have matte skin tone shades, and I was like, okay, it's a cream eyeshadow. I'm gonna try it out and see. It's a nice base for eyeshadows, or if you just want a wash of shadow on your lids. And I've been loving this so much. Here I am calling them Lidly, which it was really just Lid Lingerie. They shortened it on the bottom, but the actual shade name is on the tube. I am stupid as hell. Wow. Forgive me. The shade is iconic. This taupey shade. Dumb. Oh my god. And then this shade here is like a orangey, like a camel, yeah, like an orangey camel shade. It's so beautiful. This one is so not sorry. They also have like this mossy green shade. It's called Oh So Fine. It's such a beautiful like army green. These are so good, guys. Check these out. NYX is in Ulta. It's always on sale, so you can get these at a good price to try out. Love those. Now I'm gonna mention the single eyeshadows that I've been loving, because I've been using more single eyeshadows over palettes. This is from Tom Ford. Went from NYX to Tom Ford real quick. This is Cream Color for Eyes. It's the shade Platinum, but this is the cream, and I got this as a single. This is a taupe shade. I love taupes, by the way. Did you get that yet? I love taupes. This is such a gorgeous, just all over lid shade. You just pop it on your lids, keep it moving, keep it pushing. Gorgeous. Now, I don't necessarily recommend you get this because it's pricey, but if you wanted to try something, treat yourself 2019. I'm okay with it. I have this in my collection, and I'm so happy I have it because it's so pretty. I've been loving cream shadows as just a single wash on the lid. Then this Bobbi Brown shade, which again is offensively priced. I was so offended, and yet I still picked it up. This is the shade Liquid Mercury. It's the Luxe eyeshadow. Now, she came out with, I believe, 4 shades of these. I wonder if they're limited edition. I still see them in stores. This is a beautiful, deep, taupey brown shade. And you can probably get this anywhere. It's special. Okay, it's special because it has this purpley undertone. Again, an all-over wash of color. It's so gorgeous. I love this. It's not frosty or anything, but it's like a satin that gives this beautiful look to the lids. I fell in love with this, and I had to mention it. Again, another shade I don't necessarily recommend you run out and get because it's pricey, but like taupey shades like this, oh, they make my heart melt. And I actually discovered one in the Shortcut On The Run palette from Urban Decay. It's this shade here, After Hours. So you don't necessarily need the Bobbi Brown one. It's just the shade I fell in love with, and I love this single so much, so I had to share it with you guys. And then another overpriced single is from Marc Jacobs. This is Topaz Flash. It's one of the Sequins Glam Glitter eyeshadows. Alright, this one I will say is worth it. It's 20-something, I do believe. It's like a pressed glitter pigment. Whoo! Ooh, this is so gorgeous. Okay, it's so different. It's so unique. It's like a deep bronzy taupe. It's not really like cool tone taupe necessarily. It has this warmth to it because it has gold glitter to it. Purple and blue and champagne, and oh my god, it's so freaking pretty and I can't stand it. And because of this, I went out and grabbed the other shades from the Sequins collection, but this is the one that I would wholeheartedly recommend. And if anything, this is the one that I would say go and try out. And it's so unique. It won't be like similar to anything in your collection. It's gonna definitely stand out as a unique shade. Now, 2 collections that I checked out this year that impressed me for single eyeshadows. One is pricey, and I recommend it with a caveat, only if you can get it on sale, because these are ridiculously expensive and I don't appreciate it. But these are from Lancôme. They are the Color Design eyeshadows. Singles, of course, you get 0.04. That is not a lot. 0.042 ounces. That is less than a small eyeshadow, and these are $20-something a pop. That is offensive. Lancôme, what's going on? What is really going on? I got these on sale, 20% off, by the way, at Ulta. Otherwise, I wouldn't have picked them up. But the shades are so good. They're pigmented. They're gorgeous. And I just picked up like staple shades from them that I know I will use all the time. So I will get my use out of them. And that's the only way I recommend you pick these up. And they have like impressive deep dark shades, neutral shades from them. So this is the shade Henna, which is like a dark gray tone, like neutral shade. It's great for darkening up looks. I also love the shade Embers. This is a rich burnt orange. This is so gorgeous, so pigmented. So if you're into orange shades and you love warm tone looks, this may be one to check out. And then I also have the shade Stone Hair, which is more of a red tone brown. I love these so much, but I am very apprehensive about recommending them because they are so freaking pricey. But I am so happy to have them in my collection, and they're kind of go-to shades for me when I just want to darken up the outer V. So, grain of salt with those. Here's the ones that I would recommend actually trying out. These are from the Sephora collection. So they discontinued their large pan eyeshadows. They had the big pans, and those were pricey. I think those were $14 or $12, and they said, no, we're gonna redo the whole thing. They did smaller pans that are in this removable packaging. So the other pans I think were removable too, but they did this nifty design where you can just pop the little pan out. They're magnetized. You can pop them into any magnetized palette at all, or you can keep them as singles, which I actually prefer to keep them as singles. But I love these shades. I should do a full video swatching the ones that I picked up. I especially love the matte. So this is the shade 339 Sweet Brownie. This is the one I actually have on the outer V today. Great shades again. So if you don't check out the Lancôme before you check out the Sephora ones, because Sephora is a little bit cheaper, and I'll do a video on these. But they have shimmer shades, they have glitter shades, they have satin shades. They have a beautiful collection. They have an expansive shade range that you can check out. You're sure to find a shade that works beautifully for you. So absolutely, absolutely love those. To finish up the eyes, I'm going to talk about 2 mascaras that I fell in love with. I used them for the first time this year, and I absolutely fell in love. So first we have the Elizabeth Arden Grand Entrance Mascara. Now this was sent to me. I would not have tried it otherwise, because Elizabeth Arden, like, you're like, whatever, like, do you really care? Have you heard about them? No. This has a nylon bristle one, which is typically not what I like. I don't like plasticky bristles. So I wasn't expecting to like this, but oh my god, this really does add volume to the lashes length, and it is a rich black formula, and it doesn't flake, which is what I love, because my Too Faced Better Than Sex has been flaking, and I'm like, I am about to choke you. I fell in love with this. It's pricey though, so I'm like, oh my god, why do I have to fall in love with you? But I love it, and I will use it daily over my Too Faced, because the Too Faced again is flaking, but I still love my Too Faced a lot. So I will layer them as well, just to get use out of all of the, you know, all the things, because I have way too much. Drugstore alternative. I heard so much about this mascara that I had to try it out for myself. This is the Essence Lash Princess Volume Mascara. It's the one with the corally peachy color to it. They have other ones. They have green, purple, blah, blah, blah. The one that I fell in love with is this color, which is the curved one. It looks like a cobra. This is so good. So good for a drugstore mascara that's priced, I think this is $4, like literally $4. And it works so well. Again, another mascara that I truly love. It gives great volume, doesn't flake, and it adds a little bit of length. Like, I don't need length in my mascaras because I have long lashes. I just need a little bit of fullness. So I've been loving this mascara as well. Everyday mascara, because I can't be spending like $20 plus, $30 on a mascara. I need to supplement it with the $4 one. So I'm going to try, mix it up and use this. I'm going to love it to say nice. Now I'm going to talk about lashes. Let's talk about lashes. Ardell lashes. Oh, Ardell. There are so many expensive lashes on the market. And you're just like, no, absolutely not. And I do have like a full collection of lashes that are just overpriced and just unnecessary. Ardell makes fantastic lashes, and they came out with additional styles. I've always loved their wispies and demi wispies, but they came out with different versions of those. So right now I'm wearing the double wispies, which I love this style so much. It's like a flared style, so it's a wing shape, and it adds so much fullness to the lashes without being overwhelming. So it doesn't look crazy, which I don't like crazy lashes. My lashes need to look as natural as false lashes are gonna look. But I love this style so much. The other style that I love are the demi wispies. I love the double demi wispies, and I also love these. These are the Studio Effects. So what they did is take the regular style and put additional little pieces to make it really thick and voluminous, and I've been loving these. So the Studio Effects line I also love, and then they came out with the Faux Mink line as well, which feels very lightweight, feels very soft. These are the 811. Love this style as well. I've just really been enjoying the Ardell lashes, and they're on sale a lot. You can wear them multiple times and get lots of wear out of them. So I feel like you do get value for your money. Instead of buying like a $20 lash, you can buy these for $4 or $5. Get them on sale, use your coupon, and get a good deal on those. I have this blush from Clinique. It's the Cheek Pop blush in Fig Pop. This, I believe, is the darkest shade that they have. This gives such a natural look. I'm not wearing it right now. I don't know why I'm doing that. This gives such a natural flush to the cheeks. I love my MAC Gingerly blush. And this, to me, is a beautiful satin equivalent, because Gingerly is matte. This gives a satin look to the cheeks. And I don't like the other shades at all. I feel like they're too lightly pigmented. This is the only shade I love because, again, it actually shows up on my skin. I don't know that the other shades suit me at all, but that one I fell in love with. It's a really neutral, beautiful blush on my skin tone. Now let's finish up with the lips and the lip products that I fell in love with. I'm going to speak about the red lipsticks that I fell in love with. These I got later down in the year. This is from JUVIA'S place. So these are the liquid matte lipsticks. I have Lulu and Afrique. Oh my god, Lulu is a deeper, darker red, and then Afrique is like a bright punch you in the face. Don't punch anybody in the face. I mean, unless, like, if they really deserve it though, like, roll up on them and give them all that smoke. But don't do that. Violence is not recommended. We do not promote violence here on this channel. So, oh my god, I fell in love with these. Now, these are not transfer proof, alright? Which is kind of what makes them a lot more wearable. So they dry down matte, but they will come off if you kiss someone on the cheek. Very lightweight, thin, opaque formulation. I don't have to like layer these to get the opacity that I'm looking for. It glides on really well, wears comfortably. It is a little bit dry and like down the line, like 6 to 7 hours in, you're like, ooh, But oh my god, I love these, and the shades are beautiful. I absolutely fell in love with those. And then I figured that I would share the lip colors that I fell in love with. So the first one is from ColourPop. This is the shade Pinkies Up. They released this line this year, right? This is their Luxe lipsticks. Oh my god, Pinkies Up is like the perfect nude for me. It's like a peachy pink nude, like, I don't know, like a, I guess like a mauve nude, a rosy nude. It's just perfect, so much so that I got backups because they were on sale, and I'm like, why are they on sale? Are they discontinuing these? Because ColourPop is known for discontinuing shades, so I got two backups of this, which I never do for lip products because I don't wear lip products that much, but this is like the perfect nude for me. Another set of lipsticks that I discovered is from the Sephora collection, and I don't think these get enough love. This is the LIPSTORIES. They redid their lipsticks again. These are $8, so they're really inexpensive. Not inexpensive, but more affordable. So this is shade 11, which is Fireside, which is the one I'm wearing right now. It's a cream finish, so they have matte, metallics, cream, and like more of a glossy finish. This is the rich, dark, neutral brown. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. Really comfortable to wear. Really great pigmentation. Like, pigmentation is there, like, for real. And it's $8, so I'm like, wait, why do I need to buy any other lipstick when this is so good? And they have like a full range of shades that you can choose from. The nude I love from this line is called, what is it called? Labyrinth City. This guy is more of like a warmer, is it warm? No, that's like a rose nude, and I love rosy nudes on me. This is a matte, but the funny thing is their mattes are still creamy. They're not like the drying mattes at all. So I really love that lip color. It's gorgeous. And then 2 lip glosses, because I love a gloss. I love a glossy lip. I love the Laura Geller Color Luster Lip Gloss in the shade Sugarcane. This is such a beautiful like pinky nude shade. It's so gorgeous. It's not sticky. It's really lightweight. Layers really well over like nude lipsticks, and it looks really good on its own. So gorgeous. I love this lip color. It's a really good gloss. I love this. And then another one that I discovered is from Dose of Colors. This is a little thicker. Not sticky though, but it's a little bit thicker in formulation, and this is the shade Seriously. It's more on the neutral side. So this one's more pinky sugarcane and this one's more neutral, which I absolutely love. And it's just gorgeous, and I love topping these over my neutral shades. Another thing that I wore throughout the summer is from Rimmel. It's the Oh My Gloss Oil Tint. This is the shade. Which shade is this? Contemporary Coral 400. So this is a lip oil, and it's really great for just popping on your lips for a little pop of color. It's not hydrating like a lip balm. It's a little bit drying actually, but it looks so good and glossy. You would think it would be more hydrating as a lip oil, but it doesn't really absorb or sink into your lips like a lip balm would. So I top this over a lip balm to give that glossy effect, and it has that beautiful color to it. This reminds me of the YSL Tint and Oils, but much cheaper. It's like, I think $4 or $5, and same kind of finish, same kind of look to the lips. It's really gorgeous. So those are my products. Like I said, nothing too crazy. I don't have like palettes and all like an extensive array, even though this video is still very long, because I wanted to still tell you why I love these products and just talk about them and enjoy talking about the makeup that I love this year. Let me know what you guys have enjoyed this year, like standout products, not things that you're like, oh, I really like this, because there are a lot of products that I really like, but I'm talking about love, like reach for a lot, like evidence of use. This is what I'm talking about. That's what I want to hear from you guys. Let me know. And as usual, I'm going to leave a full list of all the products mentioned in this video down below in the description box, along with links on where you can pick them up. Those links are affiliate links, which means I will get a small sales commission if you make a purchase through those links. If you're not comfortable with that, shop the way you normally shop, no muss, no fuss, or just go pick these up in store. But if you do shop through my links, thank you so much, because it does help me to put right back into the channel. And I will also leave links to my Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, where you should be following me along. And if you like this video, feel free to hit the little thumbs up button. And if you aren't already subscribed and you like me, don't? Yeah, hit the subscribe button. I'm wishing you guys a happy and healthy new year for 2019. And we're gonna live our best life in 2019. Yeah? Alright, so until my next video, which will be very soon, I love you guys, and stay safe, and I'll see you in 2019. Bye, guys.